Idaho, 3-2 on the season. But McGowan, he is nationally ranked according to Intermat at number 18, and he is someone who he turns on the pedal and goes right at it.
Absolutely. He's so fast with his attacks, and he's so quick to the angle. And so I'd definitely like to see him get after it and get some attacks off early.
It's going to begin with a tie up high. 5-2 this season for McGowan, but both of those losses against ranked opponents.
Right,
and look at that.
So fast.
And that's the thing you have to keep an eye on for Navarro. You get a chance to get around the back. It's a quick three, and then McGowan, he's going to let it go. And the expectation here is if he feels comfortable, he's fine with cutting loose and then going right back at it for another shot.
Yeah, he's very comfortable on his feet and loves to keep the action going, get to his attacks. So up 3-1.
And again with the tie up high, he so far in his 5 wins has scored 82 points, but in his 2 defeats, it was all about slowing down McGowan. He didn't score in either one of those losses, again, ranked opponents, but
wow, right back to that shot.
Goes again.
So nice. And that's when McGowan, I think, is really dangerous, when he's pressing the pace and he's really being offensive. And like you said, he put up a lot of points in his victories, but in those losses, they were pretty slow matches. And so I think he just needs to keep trying to score points and being offensive.
And that's kind of the challenge when you have those top matchups is, okay, you don't want to get too aggressive, leave yourself exposed to a shot. But McGowan, again, when he can get the engine revving, he's going to go at 100 miles an hour. So he's up 6-1, maybe trying to work a body here to try to get a tilt. But for now, it stays 6-1. An NCAA tournament participant last year after being the first ever Ivy League tournament champion at 125 last year. The first year we had it here at Dillon Gym. It was an unbelievable scene for that Sunday afternoon.
1 minute.
And after the escape by Navarro, it is 6-2.
I'll be interested to see if McGowan goes for another takedown to end the period here.
He has plenty of time. He's moved the riding time just north of a minute, as you can see at the top of your screen. 1 minute, 2 seconds. And he's pretty much to a knee right now as Navarro doesn't see any opening to try to go for a shot. Now a quick explosion there.
Yeah, and you can see Navarro trying to kind of close the distance, but Mark Anthony's so quick with the level changes and the fakes. It's hard to really get inside, get to the inside controls.
McGowan from Tampa, but he competed at the prep level here in the Garden State with Blair Academy, was a 3-time prep champion. Took a gap year, and then last year, right around Midlands, got his toes in the water, had to deal with some injuries, stuck with it again, won the Ivy League, made the NCAA tournament. He's off to a 6-2 lead here, and he's set the early scene, but it's going to be interesting to see the choice here in period number 2. And we'll go to Navarro on top. First chance to see if Navarro can get something going, but 2 takedowns by Mark Anthony McGowan in the opening 3 minutes. As it will begin again with McGowan quickly getting out. And that's the thing, Quincy, as you know, competing at an All-America level, you have to have not just the ability to turn the pace up when you're on your feet, but a lot of times what's happening on the mat, whether you're down or with the advantage, that can flip the match anytime.
Absolutely. And I think for a lot of wrestlers coming into college, mat wrestling is where they need to put the most work in, because guys in college are stingy on top. They're looking to turn, and they're not giving away any free escapes. And so you definitely have to work at it. And
certainly when you're so dominant at the high school level, you don't get the reps.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. I definitely agree with that.
Here it's 7-2 after McGowan's very quick escape, only about 4 seconds, but it was just enough to flip it under a minute of riding time advantage. So he's going to perhaps look for another takedown. Bonus points, obviously a key today. You did see that Northwestern not likely to have someone go at 165. That could be a key factor here, but for Princeton, the bonus points key. They were leading 19-9 in their dual opener at Pitt, and then it was at 197, a tech fall, a pin at heavyweight. Quickly flip that one around. Princeton, though, may be in position to think about the bonus as a takedown here. Quincy, does Mark Anthony try to go for some back points here, or will he cut it loose and maybe start to think about getting that advantage to 15?
Yeah, I think ride out the rest of this period, 20 seconds left, short time, and then really turn it on in the third period. Try to work for a tech fall or pin.
Short time.
Like you said, bonus would be very important in this duel.
And with that short time starting to head to all zeros, that riding time advantage, if it stays here without the point for Navarro, right around the 136 mark, you're thinking maybe you have that point potentially in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. And it's really an interesting dynamic when you start thinking about bonus points and then a duel format, because for the kid that might be losing, then he starts thinking in his mind, okay, I can't give up too many bonus points. So you might start seeing Navarro wrestle a little more conservatively, trying to keep the score a little closer. So we'll see how this third period plays out.
May start to try to drag things out. He does have a stall to give as you look at the third takedown for McGowan, and he's just so quick to rip around you and control the hips.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job of attacking the angles this match. Quick escape.
So the riding time is at 141 again. That is a factor potentially here. If it stays on the feet throughout, it would be the riding time point to move back to a major decision for McGowan, but he's looking for a fourth takedown.
Yeah, seatbelt position. Gonna power it over. You see Dubuque fired up in the corner. Maybe coaching Mark Anthony look for some back points. Oh, he's looking to suck back here. Wow, he's got it.
And he might be trying to get 6 for Princeton.
See the Princeton bench fired up.
Navarro still able to protect for now the right shoulder, but McGowan trying to use the leverage.
A lot of time left. That's gonna be a big way to start the duel with a fall. If you can get this. Navarro trying hard to fight off.
Getting closer and closer here. McGowan just trying to use his strength to get that left shoulder down. Still looking, nothing called. Navarro trying to use the leverage of his feet just to keep the shoulder off, and he is for now.
Plenty of time left, but Mark Anthony might need to adjust his position a little bit, maybe slide out to a headlock, a traditional headlock, and you see him inching over towards that way.
He's getting a little bit of an adjustment here.
Oh, it's getting close.
Still looking with just under a half minute to go.
Wow.
I mean, Navarro, he's doing his best here.
He's fighting really hard. Wow, he fought off. That was a great fight from Navarro.
That will save a point, as 4 on the near fall will lead to the riding time point, as long as it's no escape here, to become a 7-minute tech fall for Mark Anthony McGowan over Dietrich Navarro. But we see exactly why McGowan is nationally ranked. A dominant performance.
Started off strong. That's how Princeton wants to set the tone for this duel for sure.
McGowan with 4 takedowns, and then the near fall for 4 points.